Classic clamshell laptops are always useful, but touchscreen models provide unmatched portability and convenience. That's where the best two-in-one laptops come in, saying, why not both? At PC Mag, we've been testing two-in-one laptops since the very first models, reporting firsthand how these versatile hybrid laptops can transform your workflow and entertainment experience. Founded more than 40 years ago, PC Mag has become the laptop review authority, our team applying collective decades of experience and expertise to more than 100 laptops every year. We meticulously lab test each laptop for its CPU and graphics performance, screen quality, battery life, connectivity, and value. We have listed the best two-in-one laptops 2024 and their key features. You need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 6. Lenovo Yoga 9i. The Lenovo Yoga 9i 14 is a premium convertible laptop that's been updated for the AI era with Intel Core Ultra processors, the Lenovo AI Engine Plus, and a dedicated Microsoft Copilot key. Other than a few minor changes, it appears to be very similar to the 8th generation version I reviewed 1 year ago. That's mostly a good thing, though I am curious to see whether the curious touchpad issues I experienced with that PC have been fixed. Indeed, year-over-year comparisons like this are tricky, because I send review units back to Lenovo. But I did notice one difference when I compared my photos of the previous model to the new version. I could see that the touchpad is now more tightly aligned to the keyboard, leading me to wonder if the dimensions of the device had changed. And sure enough, the Gen 9 is a bit smaller than its predecessor at 0.6 x 12.4 x 8.58 inches, compared to 0.6 x 12.52 x 9.06 inches for the Gen 8. It's also a bit lighter, 2.98 pounds versus 3.09 pounds. That said, the basic design carries forward. The Yoga 9i still provides a high-quality, all-in-one aluminum CNC body and polished, curved outside edges, the signature Lenovo Communications bar protrusion on the display lid, and the innovative rotating sound bar on the hinge that debuted last year. This unit arrived in a dark cosmic blue color that I very much prefer to the storm gray from 2023. This year's gray is called Luna Gray if you prefer a more traditional look. That said, it can get a bit smudgy from skin oils. The glossy, bright, and vibrant 2.8K 14-inch OLED display panel was the centerpiece of last year's Yoga, and that too is unchanged. That was one of the most stunningly colorful and bright displays I've ever used, as I was instantly reminded when I first powered up this new version. It's gorgeous, crisp, and clear, like getting a vision upgrade. This is particularly noticeable in the text and desktop interfaces, like that in context menus. Number 5. Acer Aspire 3 Spin 14. The Acer Aspire 3 Spin 14 2023 is a budget Windows 2-in-1 laptop. It's available with an Intel N100 and 200 Core i3 and 305 CPU, which are all power-efficient Alder Lake N series processors with only E-cores. Memory and storage max out at 8 GB and 512 GB respectively. It has a 1080p IPS display, Wi-Fi 6 wireless connectivity, and a 720p webcam. Ports include 2 USB-As, a USB-C and HDMI, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. The USB-C supports DisplayPort and charging. The Acer Aspire 3 Spin 14 is okay for school use. It feels reasonably well built, and its compact design makes it easy to carry around. The battery lasts around 7 hours of light use, so you only have to plug it in for a short time to get through a typical school day. The overall user experience is so-so. The display looks sharp but dim, and the touchpad is fairly responsive, albeit small. It's only available with low-power Intel CPUs and integrated graphics, so it isn't ideal for students in fields like programming or 3D graphics. The Acer Aspire 3 Spin 14 isn't designed for gaming. It's only available with low-power CPUs and integrated graphics, which aren't powerful enough to handle gaming. Also, it has a 60Hz display with a slow response time and no VR support. On the upside, it doesn't get overly hot or loud under load. The Acer Aspire 3 Spin 14 is mediocre for media consumption. It's very portable thanks to its compact design, and you can use it in tent or tablet mode since it's a 2-in-1 convertible. Its 1080p display looks sharp. However, the colors are a little washed out, and it doesn't get bright enough to combat glare in well-lit settings. Similarly, the speakers get very loud but sound tinny and unnatural with no bass. Its battery life is on the shorter side at around 5 hours of video playback. Number 4. Dell Latitude 9440. While Dell's Latitude line has always been synonymous with business laptops, the Latitude 9440 2-in-1 starts at $1,919. $3,093.60 is tested, has some DNA from its consumer flagship. The new convertible sports a design more informed by the futuristic Dell XPS 13 Plus than its conservative corporate predecessor. It's both an upgrade and a glow-up with new features, added controls, and a sturdy laptop design. We just wish the 2-in-1 aspects got a bit more attention, as the machine changes from elegant to awkward as soon as you fold back the screen for tablet mode. Enterprise laptops like the Latitude series are rarely purchased off the shelf, with manufacturers selling a range of options for everything from processors and storage to connectivity and other external features. The 9440 2-in-1 is no exception. The base model sells for $1,919 and comes with a 13th Gen Intel Core i5 CPU, 16 gigabytes of memory, a 256 gigabytes solid-state drive, and a 2560 by 1600 pixel IPS touchscreen. Our review unit steps up to a Core i7-1365U, 2 performance cores, 8 efficient cores, 12 threads, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and a 1 TB SSD, and sells for $3,093.60. Other options include up to 64 gigabytes of memory, as much as 2 TB of storage, a fingerprint reader in the palm rest, 5G mobile broadband to occupy the SAM slot, and several battery and charger choices. As a business machine, the Latitude is also available with a number of software options, ranging from the Microsoft 365 suite to Adobe Acrobat, and a 12-month subscription to McAfee Business Protection. CPUs with Intel's Velcro manageability tech are available on most configurations, as is a subscription to Dell Apex Managed Device Service, as well as another extended service option that includes next-day on-site support. Number 3. HP Spectre X360. HP updates its Spectre X360 high-end convertible, now using a larger 14-inch OLED panel with 120 Hz in combination with a current Meteor Lake processor from Intel. In addition, the case was redesigned and Wi-Fi 7 is also available. For years, the Spectre X360 series from HP has been one of the best, but also most expensive consumer convertibles on the market. While HP has used a 13.5-inch display until now, a larger 14-inch model is used for the model year 2024, and the OLED display now runs at 120 Hz. In addition, the brand new Meteor Lake processors from Intel are available, and Wi-Fi 7 is also already on board. Our test configuration of the Spectre X360 14 U0078 is available on the market starting from €1,899 till $2,047. In addition to the already mentioned 2.8K OLED panel with 120 Hz, includes the new Intel Core Ultra 7 155H together with its integrated ARC graphics card, 8 cores, as well as an ample amount of storage with 32 gigabytes of RAM and a large 2 TB PCIe SSD. An active input pen and a small docking station with additional connections are also included in the box. HP continues to use a high-quality aluminum case for the Spectre X360, either in gray or blue, but the design has changed fairly significantly. The whole convertible has become more angular. There are now less design elements than in the 2022 model, and it lacks the decorative strip around it, for example. The cut-off polished corners in the back are still there, but together with the HP logo, they are the only contrasted elements. This makes the new Spectre look less playful. Number 2. Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio 2. Thanks to its innovative pull-forward reclining display and all-around premium design, the original Microsoft Surface Laptop Studio was a head-turner, but the performance was disappointing. The new Surface Laptop Studio 2 starts at $1,999.99. $3,299.99 is tested, remedies that with powerful modern components plus a slight design refresh. A couple of added ports and a new aluminum exterior join 13th Gen Intel processing and NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series graphics for not just improved performance over its predecessor, but genuine competitive power. A dedicated Intel Movidius Neural Processing Unit, NPU, to handle local AI tasks such as video call enhancements sweetens the pot. While the price is high, especially considering that the Surface Pen is not included, if you're a creative professional seeking a powerful compact laptop that can double as a digital drafting tablet, the Surface Laptop Studio 2 is a uniquely excellent proposition, earning our editor's Choice Award among creator laptops. We rated the Laptop Studio 2's predecessor as excellent and unique when it debuted in 2021, but it slowly fell from our top recommendations. Its components have naturally become dated since its launch. It was increasingly difficult to recommend to shoppers as a brand new system to buy here in late 2023. But we saw nothing wrong with its design. The Surface team clearly shares this view, as the layout, foldability, and overall core design are largely unchanged, though not identical, in the Studio 2. And the update is focused on components. PC Mag executive editor John Burek noted in his impressions of the new Laptop Studio 2 from the reveal event that manipulating the device is much the same as the original, and I've come to the same conclusion. This is largely positive since we gave the original device high marks and had few complaints about the convertibility. It's important that this remains intact to maintain the concept. One thing you may only notice after handling the device or upon closer investigation is that different materials are used on the body. The Laptop Studio 2 features a new anodized aluminum chassis. The laptop feels high quality, and despite the convertibility, the touchscreen, and the components, it weighs a reasonable 4.37 pounds. That's not ultra-portable, but is plenty toteable for a potent creator laptop that doubles as a drawing tablet. Number 1. Lenovo ThinkPad X1 Yoba Gen 8. Lenovo's premium 2-in-1 for the business set, the ThinkPad X1 Yoba Gen 8 boasts a compact and solid design along with excellent battery life and a keyboard that's up to the ThinkPad standard. The 14-inch 1610 touchscreen offers enough screen space to get work done while allowing the system to be an easy, thin, and light travel mate. It's also small enough that the X1 Yoba doesn't feel unwieldy in tablet mode. And with a runtime that exceeds 12 hours, it will get you through the longest of workdays on a single charge. The X1 Yoba Gen 8's display may be the right size for a business 2-in-1, but the display options Lenovo offers for it take an all-or-nothing approach that skips the sweet spot for a 14-inch panel. I prefer the HP Spectre X36014 for smaller businesses in search of a 2-in-1 with the latest Intel Silicon, a sublime design, and a display with the right resolution for its size. Granted, it lacks the vPro options of the X1 Yoga, but if that's not important for your needs, the HP is the nicer option. The ThinkPad X1 Yoba Gen 8 is based on 13th Gen Intel Core processors. Gen 9 models will feature next-gen Core Ultra chips, but they won't arrive for another couple of months. Thus, Gen 8 remains the X1 Yoga available right now. The baseline model features a Core i5-1335U processor, 16 GB of RAM, a 256 GB solid-state drive, and a 14-inch touchscreen with a 1920x1200 pixel resolution. It's hard to pin down pricing because Lenovo's discounts are constantly fluctuating, but at the time of this review, the base X1 Yoga was selling for $1,457. Our test system upgrades the CPU to a Core i7-1355U and doubles the SSD to 512 GB and costs $1,671. Our test system doesn't feature a vPro processor, but Lenovo offers a trio of Pro options for enterprises that need the remote management features this Intel features provides. The ThinkPad X1 Yoba Gen 8 starts at £1,930 in the UK and AU $2,676 in Australia. In testing, the efficient 15-watt U-series processor allowed the X1 Yoba to produce an outstanding result in battery testing and middling scores elsewhere. It lasted more than 12 hours on our online streaming battery drain test. That's longer than most 14-inch Windows laptops, with the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 11 as the rare exception. Scroll to the end of this review to see the battery life scores and the results of our other performance tests.